Okay, Mom. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
Happy Wednesday. We're back.
That's on, right?
Yes. I love when we have
Panic.
moments like this.
It's sheer panic.
Moments of panic on the episode. And I love how
Oh
we
my
start
God.
with allowing you guys to experience the panic with us. You know what it is? It's like when you're in the car and you're like, oh man, I forgot my kid's lunch.
Yeah.
You know the panic and you're like, oh.
Or like sometimes this happens when I'm driving over. I have this mental list, right? And then I'm going through it and then I'm like, oh, did I take this? Did I take this? Did I bring my laptop? And sometimes I'm sitting in the car and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't bring my laptop. And then I turn around and I see my laptop and it's the best feeling because you're halfway there. You know, you can't return. Okay.
Or when you
Wait,
can't
no
find
return.
your phone.
Oh my God. But you know what the best thing is in the cars? Because your Bluetooth is connected. So
Yeah.
if your songs are playing, the phone is in the car.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
It might be lodged between car seats.
Yeah.
But it's there.
But you know what the biggest bamadi is for our gen? Everyone has their phone on silent. So nobody knows.
I'm guilty.
Because you know when the ringer is on, it's so loud.
I know. I don't like it.
and it's aggressive. It's like
Okay, you know how we talked about icks? Somebody's ringer is an ick for me.
no, but I started turning it on.
Such an old lady. That's such an old lady
I
ick.
swear to God, if my phone gets a call, you guys are all gonna hear it now, okay? At least
Okay, but
I
also,
think
is
you
your
will.
font zoomed in?
No, hell no. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'll
Yeah.
get there, but we're
Oh,
not there
the
yet.
ringer,
oh
not the
my
ringer.
God.
Oh yeah, I can't. I'll just be like, whatever. I lost it. I lost my phone, but I won't
It's
put
gone
my
forever.
phone
It's
on
gone
ringer.
forever.
It's gonna remain on silent. Also, I have my Apple Watch, right?
Yeah.
And that thing makes me so. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Oh my God, I have a love.
It's like with anybody who has their, like, what is it, the Whoop or your Aura Ring or your Apple Watch or whatever, any of these devices, okay?
Yeah.
You're so excited. You have it on your wrist. It is the most annoying piece of device you will ever own,
It
okay?
actually is.
Because I can never actually be away from my phone unless I disconnect my Bluetooth. It's so connected
so
to
true.
everything. It's
That's
like,
so true.
it's kind of crazy.
And it's like I put my phone away, but you're getting the dings on the watch. But you
so
want to know,
frustrating.
now I feel like I don't wear it as much.
yeah.
Because I'm getting so sick and tired of like just always being on all the
And
time.
like I get anxiety. Yeah. When my watch is constantly like ding 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 ding. I'm like, oh my God, who is messaging me like 7 times in a row?
yeah,
Right?
It's like 7 times in a row is like this an emergency.
Yeah. And then I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm trying to look, then I have to stop everything, look for my phone. And then if somebody calls me, it's like immediately I'm like, okay, my watch is telling me somebody's calling me. Like you know that innate I have to pick it up. That is crazy.
That was so true.
But anyways, it is what it is. I also love it.
I also love
It
it.
also does my bestie all the time. Like, hello, you've been sitting down for too long. Get your butt up.
Or like, you know when you're a little too loud with your kids, volume is the volume is too high. You're you know how it says that?
Yeah, because it'll like measure your stress levels, or it'll be. You know, there's times where it'll just be like, hey, listen, just a brisk 8-minute walk. Okay, a brisk 8-minute walk, and you'll close your exercise ring. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do an 8-minute walk. Don't tell me what to do. Don't be my mom.
I swear, but you know when you're close, when you look at those rings, they are so smart. Apple,
Yeah.
you are so smart. Okay. Oh my God. The way I look at those rings, I'm like, I gotta close them.
Yeah.
I gotta close it. I gotta close every single ring.
Yeah.
And the satisfaction you feel
When
when,
it goes-
that ring goes, yeah. It's like this flashing light. You're like, I'm getting an award for today. Oh my God.
It always happens. It's
It's rough out there, guys. It's rough out
if you
there
don't
for
have
us.
one, don't buy one.
Yeah, don't do it.
You'll regret it.
You will regret it. And then after a while, you'll stop wearing it.
Yeah.
Just like us.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
Wow, welcome to the episode.
Welcome to the episode. Happy Wednesday,
Happy
familia.
Wednesday.
Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Everything is linked below. As Uruje has told you consistently, new things coming up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to our Patreon. Make sure you guys are following along, commenting, liking, being the engaging people that you guys always have been. Thank you for holding it
This
down.
community is amazing.
It actually is.
We seriously love you guys.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
And some of the responses are so funny. Like even the mean people,
Yeah.
we laugh.
Yeah.
We laugh with you.
Yeah.
We laugh with you. Don't worry.
Also, y'all have toned it down a bit. We appreciate it.
Not the Facebook ones yet.
Oh no, Facebook just We've said
TikTok
it.
at times.
Yeah, TikTok is a hit and miss.
It's a hit and miss.
But
It's
the
a hit and miss.
Instagram community.
The Insta fam.
Also, we have some OG ones. Like we posted a video a while ago, and there was a Tim's cup in there, and somebody goes, "I wonder how many Tim's points you guys have now." And I'm like,
I saw
you're
that
an OG one because that's from our first episode where
And-
we were like, we need to collect Tim's points and see where Hina's at.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. There was a time when I collected many points, and then I stopped again because it logged me out of the app, and obviously I got too lazy to log back in. So here we are.
The story of everyone's lives.
Yeah, it's just laziness.
Why you guys log us out of these apps?
Why? You know the other thing I didn't know that Tim's like the points do they expire after a certain time?
I don't think so.
Oh, then what am I on? I felt like they did.
Mine have never expired though. That's weird.
Oh, maybe I'm just on something, or maybe they just used.
Or maybe you used it without realizing it.
Maybe I did.
We're bringing back
Classics.
a top tier classic. Are you guys
classics.
ready?
Yes.
It's a new Fazool or Fire.
With a spin.
This time, we asked you guys to give us some Fazool and Fires. So we're going to read out some of the stuff that you guys got to get each other's opinion on if this is Fazool or Fire.
Fazool or fire? Ketchup.
Fazool.
What?
I don't like ketchup at all.
Fire.
What?
What do you put in a burger?
I don't put ketchup. Mayo,
Are
cheese.
you kidding me?
Yeah. I'll do everything, but I will not. Okay, so you know what? I don't
even know what to do with myself.
I don't have ketchup with fry, like nothing.
Not
I don't
even
like
with fries.
Not with fries. Nuggets, nothing. Oh. I prefer like spicy mayo or something with flavor. Ketchup is gross.
No, ketchup is so tangy and tomatoey.
It's not
and,
though. It's so fake. It doesn't even have a tomato taste.
Oh, I don't care about that. It tastes, in my mind, it's tomato.
It's just genie
Nah, it's so
and like red dye.
It's so good. It's so good.
No.
Heinz with their 52 ingredients and that ketchup, I love it. I love it.
I ain't about that life.
Oh my God, guys. Ketchup is bae.
And you know what else I don't like? I hate when it's like on a plate and then you have to wash the button later and the smell. Anybody who doesn't like ketchup knows it's because of the smell. It's gross.
I have not had. So you never did the ketchup mayo mixture combo with fries?
No, I prefer spicy mayo.
Oh,
Spicy mayo all the
Lord.
way.
I love spicy mayo, but I love ketchup. And I love ketchup chips too, which I know you don't like.
No, I don't. And
Love
nothing
ketchup
nothing
chips.
ketchup flavored,
I love
nothing.
ketchup.
I ain't
Okay,
about
go
that.
for it.
All right. Fazool or Fire. Mixing pulao with zarda.
Guilty.
Yeah, it's because you mix sweet and savory.
It's a fire for me. It's a fire.
It's not
Okay,
fire.
you want to know something even more gross that I'm gonna get?
Oh
slammed
no.
for
Don't
this.
tell me you put ketchup on top of that.
No, that's disgusting. But sometimes if there's like a chicken salan, okay, or like a salan, I'll put a little bit of salan on my zeta. And it tastes so good, yo. It tastes so good. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. It tastes so good.
Girl,
It's so
everything
good.
has to, you know what?
No.
You need the thali. I need the thali where everything has its own place. Like,
No,
don't mix this.
I'm a mixer.
I'm not a mixer.
It's not that I go to a wedding and I'm like zeta and pilau together all the time. No, it's not an all the time thing.
Yeah.
But it's just like after I'm done eating.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, I'll have a little bit of sweet and savory. And honestly, I love it. I don't know what you guys
Fazool.
say.
Fazool.
I don't care what you guys say.
All right, go.
Okay. Fazool or fire, halim for breakfast.
For breakfast?
For breakfast.
No, I'm going to say Fazool.
I'm going to say fazool.
I can't.
Like,
you know what? I don't know if this is like I don't know. Okay. I don't know if this is a Western thing, but do you think we've changed our ways in how we have nashta? Like, I can't do the heavy.
Probably. Because our parents were not. No, actually, our parents would have anda for breakfast.
Like, they would, but I feel like I just can't, as an adult, have like really heavy. First of all, I don't even have nashta. Let's be real on the show. I don't have. I don't care for it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'll have brunch, but I'm not a nashta girly. I just need coffee and I'm good. Right?
What?
Yeah. I don't need nashta at all.
I'm a huge nashta girly.
Even when I'm fasting, I don't wake up for sehri sometimes.
Oh, yeah, you told me that. I remember.
I just don't.
I think breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I swear to God.
You know what? I feel like if I've ever had anything for breakfast, a few hours later, I'm starving.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I feel like if I don't have breakfast, I am the grumpiest, grouchiest Grinch of life. Okay. I have to have nashta. Like, I can't live without it. It's not happening.
No, I'm not a nashta girly. And something like halim or whatever, like I can't. And for lunch or whatever, fine. For like halwa puri nashta, but you have it for like later at like 1 p.m.
I think halim is heavy, man.
So heavy.
That's too much.
I can't have it for nashta.
Halim in the morning is a bit much for me.
Wearing different socks on both feet.
Fazool. Are we too? Like, it even irks me when my daughter does that.
It irks me so much when my kids do it. I'm like, your socks are matching. No,
For
but
me, it's
mama,
like,
I
are
want
you a
to.
clown? Like, we don't know how to match jirabe now? Like,
Jirabe.
come on.
Moze to match karo.
Moze match karo. God.
Yeah, it's totes fazool. Guys, this is not trendy. It's not whatever. Also, I'm not like a big, you know how people have like funky socks or whatever? Like, I'm not a big, like, guys, just buy a whole closet full of black socks.
No, okay. I mean, if that's you, that's you. But like,
Just plain white and black. It's
plain
fine.
white, just keep it classic. We don't need to see your.
Friggin' like avocados on socks or something. I don't know.
There were
Donuts
Was it a
and-
phase maybe for the guys?
It was trendy for the guys.
For the guys.
I don't think it's trendy anymore.
Now it's not, but
Yeah.
if it comes back, we're all
We're gonna get
all in. Okay.
slaughtered. Fazool or fire? Kashmiri chai.
Fire.
Fire.
It's so fire.
It's so good.
it's
But
so
you know what?
good.
It's got to be done right. Like, I can't have Kashmiri chai at any restaurant.
I can, but I feel like your mom's Kashmiri chai is like
Amazing.
top tier. Top tier.
She also cooks it for like 6 hours.
Oh my god. And that is I'm not just boosting her because she's my friend. Hands down, probably the best Kashmiri chai I've ever had in my life.
Like
It's
when
so
she makes
good.
it, it's like
It's so good.
once every few months and everybody gets together to have it.
And honestly, she made it for me when I had my lunch for my
remember.
baby, and I was just like, thank you so much.
So cute.
It was like a showstopper.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
amazing.
I love it because she gets like her patti from Pakistan. So it's super like just
The OG patti.
the OG,
The
you know?
OG patti.
But okay, so have you tried any of the Kashmiri chais that are like the instant style? Like you can get them at Pakistani grocery stores.
I don't think I would even want to.
I know, I'm kind of curious to try it.
Okay, you try it and let me know.
Okay, fine. Okay, Fazool or fire? I told my husband I have chest pain and he suggested that I take a shower.
What? Fazool. Fazool. Do the, give me CPR. Maybe that's why I asked, because I wanted CPR.
Yo, sometimes the responses that some husbands give, it's like, na sir, na pair. Kahan se main idhar ka keh rahi hu,
It's not sad. You're right. It's literally not sad and not bad. It's my dil.
You want me to just shower?
It's my dil. I said, give me CPR. Give me the damn CPR.
Yo, these husbands, y'all need to step up and you're taking care of him. All right?
Okay. All right. Fazool or fire, dal chawal.
Fire.
Fire.
It is my ultimate comfort food.
Okay, but wait. What dal?
Every dal. I'm not biased against any dal.
I'm biased against.
Which one do you like?
I don't like the brown dal as much as I like the yellow dal.
I love all of the brown one is so
The
good.
brown one is so good. I do like it. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But if I had a preference, it would be yellow dal with white chawal, plain white chawal. And then I would have a raita. I'd have a kachumar. And then I'd have a chaat on the side.
So I have all of that, but
Banging.
no raita. Because I
Raita
like it
is a
super
must.
spicy and because I feel like the raita tones down all the like.
I just love like the cooling of the raita. Oh my God, my mouth is watering.
I love it so much that I don't even need the chawal. Like I'll just have like
I used to do that
lentil
too.
soup, like dal
Lentil
soup. Yeah.
And you know something? I feel like that's like major desi girl comfort food.
Facts it is.
Like
it's
if
a real
I'm
girl
down,
dinner.
if I'm down and somebody is like, here's a bowl of dal chawal, I would be like, God bless your soul.
It's amazing, amazing. I love like any type of dal, man.
Yeah.
Any type of dal, I'll have it. Mixed dal.
And like eating it with like a roti with like butter on it. Oh my God.
It's so good.
Oh my God.
So good. Got with that khatta pyaz, man.
A 25-pound lenga, fazool or fire?
Kind of fazool, man.
It's fire to me.
I mean, the lenga itself is fire. It looks amazing, but like honestly, wearing that for like 6-7 hours in the evening is
right.
hard.
Okay, girls, y'all know you're like, oh, I gotta be in the best shape of my life before I get married. But let me tell you, if you're gonna do that, then make sure you're building some muscle too, because you're gonna need it. The lengas are so heavy, but you know what? For me, I'm like, you need the whole look.
You do
no
need the whole
pain, no gain. So
And it's one night.
fire for me. It's fire for me.
Yo, Fazool or fire? Paper straws.
Fazool to the max.
Fazool.
Oh
Why
my
are we
God.
doing this?
Why is my straw melting in my juice?
I swear, 30 seconds later, you pick it up out of the thing and it's like, udra gudra.
It's like unravel.
Yeah.
It's unravel. It's like a piece of paper. I stuffed paper. It's
Disgusting. My whole life, my mom said I can't eat paper. Now you want it in my drinks?
Look, save the turtles, but honestly, like we can recycle the straws.
Okay,
and not
but
throw them
you
in the
know,
ocean.
apparently that like the coating or whatever inside paper straws is actually more toxic than plastic straws.
Wonderful. Here we go. Thank you.
So why are we doing this?
I get so irked because, like, see, now we have kids and we're giving them these juice boxes to take to school. And, like, the juice box can't even get finished because by the time they finish a quarter, the straw has disintegrated.
Yeah, exactly.
Into the juice box.
Yes. And it's like you can't even get mad at them for chewing at the top. Like they can't even chew at the top of the straw anymore. That's a classic childhood memory.
Oh my goodness.
And majority kids can't do it because the whole straw is gonna come apart.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
Chini ka paratha, Fazool or fire.
I don't think I've even had that. I don't think I've had that. Have you had it?
Yeah, it's delicious.
No, I've never had it.
Fire. We're gonna get it for you.
Fire.
Have you had bakar khani?
What is that?
Yeah.
Bakar
Bakar khani is like, it's like something that you have with chai, but it's not cake ras, and it's like a very, you get the best you get the best version of it in Pakistan, and you have it with your
Bakar.
BAKAR KHANI.
KHANI. Never had this.
It's like it's like phyllo pastry style.
Like this.
Yeah, and then you can like crunch it up and put it in your chai or just.
This is why
dip it.
she's a freaking
good.
mix everything in my crunch it up and
So
spit it into my
yummy.
chai.
So yummy. Oh my god, it's
I've
like
never had that ever.
Amazing.
and ever. Okay, my last one is Fazool or fire? Aloo in biryani. Set
fire.
it straight.
Fire. If you don't put aloo in your biryani, like we can't be friends.
Guys, aloo in biryani is important. However, my mom does not make biryani with aloo. She makes it without. But I make biryani with aloo.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
It's like a carb with a double carb.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Agar hum kha hi rahe hain, go all out.
Go all out.
Why are you gonna cut the aloo?
But then don't skimp on the chicken or the gosht because like at the end of the day, sometimes the aloo gets covered in masala and then you think it's a chicken thigh.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, this is aloo. It's not a
But
chicken
like the
thigh.
aloo covered in biryani masala tastes so good. There's no other version of aloo that I like.
बहुत भूख लगी.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mujhe
let's
khud.
order some biryani right now.
Hey, anybody want to sponsor this
Yes.
episode? Well, restaurants nearby. Oh my god, I would love a biryani right now.
Hyderabad. Have you been?
Hyderabadi biryani house.
Yeah.
I went when they first opened. It was good, but I don't know what it is now. It's been years.
Chalo.
And the thing is, like, you know, when you eat something and you're pregnant and you're so hungry all the time that everything tastes good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay, now I would have a newer palate. So.
We are refined now. हम बड़े हो गए हैं. Right, so the question of the day, guys, this is a really fun one. The question was, what's the biggest lie that you've told your parents? Now, I want to say something. There was a few people in those comments that are like, I have never told a lie to my parents.
I'm just gonna sit back and
Slowest clap for you, ma'am. You know what? Honestly, I'm saying it as a joke, but that's great that you never told a lie.
even as a kid, you didn't though.
I don't know if I can believe that, honestly.
Like, you know, sometimes if you push your younger sibling around, okay, and then your younger sibling gets hurt,
Yeah,
and your mom comes upstairs and like, what happened? And you're like, he tripped. No, he didn't.
My
You
God,
pushed him.
you pushed him. You're just
We
trying
all
to
know, but you know, as a
skirt
kid,
your
you just kind of like,
responsibilities.
I can't.
Yeah, because you're scared because you're gonna get beat
Yeah.
down.
Okay, before we even start,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, I have not looked at these responses yet.
Okay, I have.
But 100%, I can tell you it's gonna be lied about my boyfriend, lied about the person I was dating, went on a trip, and said that I was at some conference, some school, some
what it is. That's what it is.
whatever, or I lied about my grades.
All are
Tell
in there.
me, tell me if
all
I'm
are
lying.
in there. All are in there.
That's
all of
what
them.
it is.
All of
Because
them.
you know what? This is a brown.
So let's
person's
start off
life.
with that one because the main one was I said that I didn't have a boyfriend and yet I did. I said I was going on a work trip. Instead, I was going on vacation with my boyfriend.
Okay, I'm gonna read one too because somebody
go.
sent us a DM.
Go.
Biggest lie I've ever told my parents. I made a fake letter to tell my parents that my university selected me for something, but I secretly went out with a boy that I liked.
Honestly, you deserve a PhD for that one.
Listen.
She created a fake letter.
Yeah, some kind of like, I got selected for this university.
She even put a letterhead on. She put on a letterhead. She even made sure it was a color on the good paper. The good quality paper.
You know, and then you fold it up, put it in an envelope, seal it. And you're like, oh my God, Mom, I applied for this thing and I got in. It's a weekend getaway.
Oh my God.
Look, I got selected out of like 1,200 candidates.
Watch her ad like, I need like $2,000 to go on this trip with my university, Mom.
Don't worry, there's going to be 6 professors there. Meanwhile, who's the professor we're actually
Hold on. If you showed a letter like that to your parents, my mom would be like, so what? You ain't going.
My mom will be like, here, let me frame the letter for you. You can look at it on top of your bedside. You ain't going nowhere.
It's like, I don't care if it's free. I don't care if everything is paid for. You ain't going.
Or she'd turn it back on me. She'd get mad at me and be like, why did you apply? Why did you apply to this when you know I'd never let you go overnight? And then I'm stuck.
Then she could be like, you could have every professor from the university going. It does not mean you're going.
Does not
if
mean
they
going.
can go, you're not going.
If it's an overnight thing, no.
But I mean, the fact that you were able to pull it off,
Facts.
wow.
Amazing.
Mad props. Leading into that, okay, embarrassing, but my mom saw hickeys on my neck and I said it was our cat. She said, you're trying to lie to your mom. My hubby and I had our nikah, no audacity, and she asked me to cover it with makeup. So I responded, it was our cat. What is your cat doing?
Why is your cat all over your neck?
Why is your cat doing such things? And I'm like, okay, so if we
imagine you said that your mom's like, we don't have a cat.
Okay, but
now you gotta
tell
a lie to cover that one. I got a cat.
It was a cat outside.
It was a stray cat.
It was a stray cat.
Mom, I was driving and then the cat was there and I went to go help it. And then it scratched me because, it got defensive.
But it doesn't look like a scratch. It just looks more like something else.
We all know.
Okay, but you know what's so funny? Now everybody knows, okay? Everybody knows. So like, our kids could never pull those stunts on us.
I mean, yeah, but
what could they say? Oh, you got hit by a door on your neck? Really? Why don't you act out how that would happen? Show me, please. Enlighten me.
The call.
And on both sides. So I went like this.
Here, let me do a little bit too. Let me add some damage to that.
It's like, I got into a fight at school, Mom. I got into a fight at school.
Had my nikah done and we really wanted to go out the next day. But obviously we're from a brown family. So guess what? I just told my mom I'm working late.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Working late? The working late's the way to go. But then, like 9 p.m., you're done. You got to be home.
Okay, but then sometimes I'm also like, even the people that are like, oh, yeah, I have class. Like, what class are you going to at 11 p.m. to like 3 a.m.?
You're not going
to. Your professor's at home, cuddled up in his bed and asleep.
Yeah.
Like,
your
what?
professor's been home.
Yeah, and then I love how our parents are like, wo school mein party.
2 baje tak? 2 baje tak?
बहुत काम कर दिया है.
बड़ी मेहनत करी है. उसका एग्जाम है, वो पढ़ रही है. Okay, go part at home.
That I'm going away for education while I was actually traveling the world.
Ooh.
But if you were allowed, can I be honest? If you were allowed to travel the world, like I would take that risk. Just to see the world, I would take that risk.
I know, but you know what it is? It's the like voice in me where I'm like, yo, what if I get caught? What if somebody needs to know where I am? How do I like break this down so that if there's ever an emergency overseas,
if there's an emergency, there's an emergency. Then you were educating yourself overseas. It was
what are you like stuck in New Zealand now?
I'm stuck in New Zealand, yeah. I mean, sometimes you
outside of a club.
For me, I'm outside of the club. In the club.
Yeah, and then you're calling up your mom.
Fam.
And you're saying, Ma, in the club, we're all fam. And she's like, you were supposed to be at freaking whatever in the UK.
Like, cut up. I'll show you what fam is.
I'll tell you what a club is.
I don't know. I think sometimes in life you have to take risks, especially if, a lot of us had very overprotective parents. So I think some of us, that's why we did what we did, because it was like, if we didn't, we'd have no experience at all. We would not know anything.
And we already consider ourselves so sheltered.
Oh my God, girl. Sometimes I'm like, the new gen,
Yeah.
they're just doing whatever they want.
Yeah, seriously. But
And
there's a lot of people from my generation too who like, I know a lot of them, they're like not married yet or they don't have kids and they're just like
Living their life.
living.
But as you
their
should.
life. Yeah.
You know, I think something that's really important to do before you actually get into a relationship is to travel alone.
Yeah.
I know it's scary, but I feel like everyone should do that because you get to just know yourself more.
Remember that we met somebody who like went on a solo trip?
Oh, yeah.
That was so cool.
She's so cool.
Not a lie, but I hid that my now husband and I got a court marriage 2 years before our actual nikah. 2 years?
What are the logistics behind that, though? Because you were going to get married anyway, so why bother getting the court marriage?
And like 2 years? What if it didn't work? Oh my God.
What if you go in, okay, to the city because your mom's like, मैंने तो तुम्हारे साथ जरूर आना है, हमने तस्वीरें लेनी है,
Get a
हम तो अपनी
photographer.
register कर रही हो अपनी शादी की registration, and you go in, they're like, sis, you've been married for 2 years.
She's like, no, you've already registered under this name.
No, you don't know what I'm talking about. And then you're giving her the eyes like, she doesn't know. Please don't say anything. My mom doesn't know. She's super strict.
Oh my God. I bet you the people working there are just like, seriously?
You're going to find a Karen for sure.
No.
And the Karen is going to be like, listen,
Karen's going to be like once if you're in trouble.
no. Karen's going to be like, sorry, I don't tell lies. I don't tell lies.
You've been court married, son. It's been 2 years.
Yeah, but
Can you imagine it's your nikah and then like everybody in there is like, oh, you have to register this or whatever in court to make sure it's official. And you're like, yeah, I will. How do you do that? What? This is confusing.
It is very confusing.
know
But
the-
hey, you
need to know
did
the
what
logistics.
you did. You did what you did.
So she said, I jumped out of a window when my boyfriend's mom came, but I told everybody that I fell down the stairs of a threading salon. Yo, how high up was the window?
Isn't the guy supposed to be the one jumping out of the window? Why are you?
She was at his house. His mom came. And she ran out there faster than Rapunzel, yo.
I'm having stress.
Was there a tree? Like, how'd you get down?
Was it a 2-story? Did you break your tongue? Like,
She just said she fell down the threading salon, the stairs of a salon.
okay, if you guys are not together right now,
Facts.
that man, he took you for granted.
Facts he did.
A girl that does things like that is like,
Jumping out of, I would
She's
like hid in
wifey.
his closet or something. I'm not gonna jump out a window.
yeah, but he'd be so nervous. Imagine you're okay. Oh my god. Okay. You're at your boyfriend's house, Uruje.
All right.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm getting nervous.
You're at really put yourself in the place.
All
Okay.
right, all right.
He says his mom's not gonna be home. So you guys are just hanging out. Okay. All of a sudden, you hear the door open. The key unlocks, the door opens downstairs. And he is panicking. Okay. And he's like, oh my God, my mom's home. Shoot. Okay. So he's like, just go in the closet. And you're like, oh my God, what if she opens the closet? And he's like, no, she'll never open the closet. So you go in the closet.
Okay.
You cover yourself with his clothes.
Okay.
You're standing there. You're holding your mouth. Okay. Like, don't even breathe.
Yeah.
And you hear his mom come upstairs. And she opens the door. Oh, door opens. And then she comes inside and she's talking to her son. And then she's like, you didn't give me your laundry. And he says, Mom, I'll give it to you. And she's like, no, I'll take it. She opens the closet door.
No.
And she sees you standing there. What do you do?
You just look at her and you say, here's his laundry. Don't worry, I'll take over this in a few years.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh.
The embarrassment?
Oh my gosh.
Like, bury me now.
Oh my gosh. And what if she starts cussing you out? You
just honestly, like, you put your head down, you walk out. Because I wouldn't know what to do in that moment. What
But he's your ride. So you're going to
I'll walk, Uber, anything. I don't care if he's my ride.
Oh my God.
Also, if she's like swearing at me and he's not doing anything, that's a red flag.
Okay, but can you imagine then wanting to marry this person whose mom just cussed you out? You know what I'm saying, guys? This is some scary stuff.
Yeah, but love is love, man. If
Love
we're
is
meant
love,
to
but
be-
yeah. Oh my God. Ooh. Oh.
What would you do?
I don't know what I would do. I would probably hear what she has to say and I'd probably do one of these. I'm so sorry.
You would stand there and take it? No, you wouldn't.
No,
girl.
I would take it because I'm in the wrong. Okay. Like, why am I going into somebody else's house? I would take it. I wouldn't just, what do you want me to do? Push her to the side?
No. I would just be like, okay. And then I would just quietly look at him and be like, yeah, I'll talk to you later and walk
No,
out.
I would 100% if I really love this person, you still got to show up, right? Like you got to be like, Auntie, I'm so sorry. Honestly, you're so right. I shouldn't be here. I would 100% pull that. I'd probably,
Yo, I'd look at you and be
I
like,
would be traumatized.
okay, what if she looked at you and said, you're never marrying my son?
Okay. What else am I supposed to say? No, I am? Like, that's even worse. Because, like, if you say okay, it's like, see, if I started a fight with her, then she's going to hate me forever.
She already hates you, man.
She already hates me. I know, but still can't be that girl. Like, I'm not going to be like, let's go outside and duke it out. Like, I can't do that. I would just be so embarrassed and should admit that because I'd be like, it's my fault. I know it's my fault.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
Take it. You got to take it. Sometimes you got to take it.
Damn.
And then I would obviously be like, are you okay? Why would you ever even tell me? I would never do that though. Oh, it would give me so much anxiety.
No, but I also feel like your boyfriend should step in that moment and like cover the closet door or something, like interference, like mad interference.
I think no, but if he covered the closet door, then she's gonna be like, you're hiding something. Moms are not dumb.
Yeah.
If my son stood in front of the closet door, I'd be like, if you don't move aside, I will literally throw you to the side and
like,
open that door.
I'm gonna call your dad right now.
OMG.
The sheer panic.
He's gonna melt right there. He's gonna melt. That's
Yeah, but
so
then at
scary.
least he'll be standing so that if she's yelling at me, then he's beside me.
Okay, what
Does
if
he support though?
what if the roles are reversed? You're the girl, you invite the guy over.
No. Yo,
You're the girl.
no.
The guy over.
You guys, I would
We're
never.
doing this.
No, I would not take that risk. Hina, I'm telling you right now, because you remember when you know the It Ends With Us movie?
Yeah.
Remember when she got caught and her dad came home? Okay, so we don't touch that. Because if a scenario like that happened,
The guy would be in a body bag, is what
facts.
you think.
So I would never entertain it.
I don't think that my parents would beat anyone up. They're not the type to do that.
You never know, man. When that
wouldn't.
kind of anger rages,
No, they wouldn't. They would. I know my parents. They would never do that. They would be very, very upset. Very upset. Oh my God. It would be horrendous. Okay, I don't want to think about it. But oh, that's so scary that I can't even think about it. So the girls, I've known a couple girls that have done that, and y'all are soldiering.
yo, that's brave for a relationship.
That is severe bravery. I have no idea how people do
Like,
that.
I'd rather be caught in public with somebody than caught in my bedroom with someone.
100%. I would rather be at the mall. I would rather be sitting at the theater.
Yeah.
Rather than that.
Yeah, I'd rather be at Ridgeway.
Oh my
see you.
God. I know. I could not. I
Oh,
would-
if that ever happened, I swear, like, the person that I'm with should just hop into my dad's lap and Chetti said, get out of my house.
oh,
And my dad would be like, let me escort you out.
let me grab you by your ear.
Ear, that's gentle.
That's too
Grab you
gentle.
somewhere. Like, nah.
No.
I can't even get in that scenario because I would never even.
I am so
I would
shook.
never, ever.
Honestly, guys, I'm actually genuinely terrified right now. Like, oh my God.
That I met my husband through friends. It was through a dating app.
Yeah, there's a couple of those too.
I feel like we're just a generation that even if you do meet someone online and it's very normal, I don't think the generation before us can accept that.
Yeah.
It's just so weird and foreign to them. Like, they just don't know how it works. Even though, like, Shadi.com existed.
Yeah, it did, but I don't think it was very common. I think they're like our parents' gen is very hesitant when it comes to the internet.
Yeah. They are.
And I mean, rightfully so.
I know. It's a scary ass. place,
Sweet
man.
Bobby, hello.
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 I met somebody online. It's actually my cousin
I spoke to
Simran.
them for 9 years.
It's actually my cousin Simran.
What in the world? Oh my God.
I gotta say this because it's the most relatable comment anybody has ever sent on the show. Okay, that my teacher made a mistake on the attendance and I was actually in class.
I had that one circled.
Every human being has said this line to our parents.
We have.
Don't come at me and say you didn't.
If you didn't skip school, you are an angel sent from God. But
No,
honestly,
man, everybody, even the angels have skipped.
Oh my! Angels have skipped. They're just better liars.
Yeah. Listen, I was really good in school. I was such a teacher's pet. It's not even funny. But yeah, I skipped class. Of course I skipped class.
I skipped class, but back in the day, they would call you and be like, student number
Mm-hmm.
17845 was absent from class, period. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Please provide a written note on why your student was
Yeah.
absent today.
And the way because we didn't have cell phones at that time, guys. That's how old we are.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be your landline. The home phone would ring. You would know in and around the time that the school would call, the way you would jet set to that phone to pick it up. And then you just stand there and pretend you're talking to someone. Because if it's too quiet, your mom's going to be like, who's on the other line? And the times when your mom or dad picked up and they said that you skipped class, you would literally pull that same
Yeah,
snap.
you'd be
I
like,
was 5
I was
minutes
there.
late.
I was late. The attendance was already done.
100%.
Or like, you know, when you skip class and you're in your cafeteria, right? And then you see the little person who's like taking the attendance.
Yep.
And the way you run to them, you're like, yo, change that. You have a pencil eraser ready on hand.
I
Let's
could never
change
do that. I could never do
Oh, we
that.
did that a few times.
I never did that.
did that.
I got in so much trouble for skipping class. And honestly, I was such an innocent child that it would be like, I'm going to go to the mall.
Yeah.
These are the things I did.
I know.
honestly.
We would like just sit in the caf, go to Tim's. There was a Timmy's near our
do
school.
something like that.
Whatever.
Okay.
That's all good.
And like, you know, the new gen is like, we're skipping school so we can go on a vacation, you know?
Or they're like, yo, we got cars. We're rolling through. Like, we're going to go down to Waterloo for some reason. It's not a party city, y'all. There's nothing in Waterloo.
Oh gosh.
Sit your butt in Brampton. You know what else we would do? The minute one of your close friends got a cell phone, what did you do? You went to the office and you're like, hey, my mom got a cell phone. This is the number. Can you please change the phone so that it can call her on here? She asked me to tell you to do that.
Okay, but have you ever called your school and pretended to be a parent?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh,
From
my
payphones
God.
because it's not
From payphones. From payphones. Okay, guys. So do they even know what payphones
I
are?
don't know, y'all.
Okay, well,
हमारी बहुत age है, okay?
हम aged हो गए हैं.
Aged.
Aged. Yeah, you would call from a payphone, okay? Because the number wouldn't show up.
Yep.
And then you would have this like, you would put on your mom's accent.
Facts.
And you would say,
My
"Oh,
daughter's
my
not
daughter
feeling
is
well."
not feeling good today. And
She won't be here.
oh my
You
God.
get the
But
whole day
I
to yourself.
know people that got booked doing that.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, and it was bad. They almost got suspended from school for that. Yeah.
That I graduated from university.
Did you print out a
What
certificate?
did you do?
So did you,
How are you getting away with this? What are you telling people?
and how did you not tell them that like, oh, my convocation is like this day? Yeah, I'm walking.
Unless it's like a COVID graduation, then you can just be like, oh, it was all online.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's pretty intense. But somebody could find that out, couldn't they?
Yeah, because you'd go into like student records or whatever.
Oh my God. Someone wrote too many to count. Dang, bruh.
I crashed their car and lied that someone bumped me.
Okay, but if you're gonna catch it at home, okay, the shit that are rolling through, I would say that too.
Yo, because you know what? Our moms are like on high alert. Like if they see a little scratch on their Toyota Corolla, you took the car out last, Hina. You took the car out.
Okay, forget the damn car. You break a plate in your house, you're
Facts.
catching it.
Facts, yo,
Imagine
facts.
getting a ding on a car. Like, just dig your grave and get it. Okay, honestly, like
You'll
it's
just be like, no, mom, I went to Walmart to get you your cake, Russ. Okay. And you know how these Brampton drivers are, and somebody opened the door and scratched the side of the car. What can I do?
oh my.
That's what you gotta say. That's what you
Oh
gotta
my
say.
God. Working night shift. Yeah, I was out all night doing avada gaddi.
Ash karo ash. That time will
I'll
never
be
come.
ash karo mitra.
Facts.
Biggest lie I've told my parents. Main theek hoon. Or like, I am all right. Don't we all say that? We
do.
all say that, and you're never teak.
You know, I still say it today.
I still say today too.
Like my mom be like, "Acha kya ho raha hai, kaisi ho?" And I'm like, "Yeah, मैं ठीक हूँ."
Yeah, even if they know that you're going through some horrible things, like they'll be like, "Kya haal hai?" And you're like, "Main theek hoon.
Yeah.
I'm good." And inside you're like, "I'm not good.
Yeah.
I'm not good." But you just don't want to burden them.
You don't want to burden them, and you feel like, where do I begin?
Where do I begin? And then it's like, if I say that I'm like not teak, then it's like their day's gonna go down the drain.
Yeah, or sometimes you just feel like it's not relatable.
Yeah,
Like, I can tell them.
yeah, that too.
मैं
That
ठीक
too.
हूँ, but she's not really gonna understand. Or you know when you tell them like, I'm feeling this isn't, they're like, okay, but you have no reason to be depressed.
Yeah.
Look at all the good that you have.
Oh, they
And
do
you're
that a lot. They do that a lot.
This is why I didn't want to share with you, because you're just gonna make excuses for me.
Yeah.
Tell me that I should be grateful, which I am, but that I'm also feeling sad. I can feel sad too. But I think for them, it's like, you know how we talked about how anger is like an emotion we can't really
Yeah.
express? I feel like for them, they also feel the same way about like sadness and depression.
100%.
And they're like, fine, if you're sad for a valid reason,
Yeah.
death in the family, mourning something, you know, you lost a pet or you didn't do well on a test, fine. But if you're just like generally sad and you don't have a reason, It's not
Yeah,
allowed.
no. They're gonna be like, go pray. You don't pray enough.
Yeah. Or they'll be like, you have a roof over your head. You have friends.
They do.
You're like so healthy. We're in this country. They point out all the stuff that you know are positives in your life, but you know,
It's
like
just hard for them to like, because I think we are more emotionally expressive with certain things, but they have never been that way. Like they never told us, I'm sad.
Yeah.
I actually think that even when there's sad moments, like if there is a death in the family, they're very composed. It's like they get sad.
Yeah.
But their sadness is not like, it doesn't last a long time. It's very like, yeah, I was sad for 2 days and now I need to move on and get over it.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there like, oh my God. You know, like we're just more like in tune, I think.
There's also things that I feel like they just can't relate to in terms of, for example, they didn't have to deal with social media.
Yeah.
And social media you can be in a rabbit hole on social media.
Yeah, you can.
You watch a sad story or you're like following up an investigation and you're so involved in it. And I feel like that generation just doesn't understand how you could be so invested in something.
Yeah. And
that could change your mood.
That could change your mood. It's also a lot of, because of the social media thing, it's a lot of like comparison.
Yep.
But I think in that generation, comparison was a thing too. But because they came from like pretty humble upbringings, right? From a different country, I just think that they were able to just realize the importance of the small things. Because no one was like, oh my God, I need to have like a Gucci like they don't care.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't care about that stuff. It's just live your life and be a good person.
But also if they were comparing, let's say there was like a friend who always had to, you know, talk about their bag or whatever. They'll only see them once every like 2 weeks, once a month, whenever their kitty party is going to get together, right? On social media, you'll see it multiple times a day.
Yeah.
Somebody's going for their new haul. Somebody's showing their Sephora haul. Somebody's doing this. Somebody has a gym membership that you can't afford. It could be anything.
It could be anything. And I also think they're not wrong. They're an older generation, which is why there's wisdom there too. They've lived life.
Yeah.
Okay. So now when they reflect back, they're like, oh my God, this is so stupid and petty. Like there's so many bigger fish to fry in this world. Like there's bigger things and you don't realize it because you're young. And the truth is, if I look at where I am now and I compare it to where I was when I was maybe in my teens, a lot of the things that I used to worry about in my teenage years, like I just want to be cool, I just want to fit in, I want to have lots and lots of friends. I don't give a about any of those things now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just don't. Your priorities change. I think that's what it is too. Got caught on the phone chatting to my now husband, told my dad it was my best friend, rang her to prove it, and she denied it as she was asleep and had no clue what I was talking about. But I still convinced my dad though. Damn.
Okay,
Guys.
your friends need to come through. Listen.
Yeah.
If anybody ever calls you and says, hey, like, weren't we just talking on the phone? You just say, yeah, we were.
Yes, we were.
I don't even want to hear a what? Huh?
And even if you didn't get to call, if your friend's mom or dad calls you and is like, hey, was Uruje at your house today? You say, yeah, she did stop by for a bit. Done deal.
Done.
Don't overdo it. No details.
No details.
No details.
But like, don't ever leave your friend hanging like that. Come on.
No. Be there. Be supportive.
Something that we've all done. Saving boy names as girls on our phones.
100%.
Everyone does that.
Everybody did that.
Your Zainab is actually your Zan. We know this. Okay. Your Fahad is actually Fatima. We know.
What's the biggest lie you've told your parents? That I'm very happy while I've been struggling here in Canada from the last 7.5 years. I never share any problems with them, but that puts so much pressure on you as everyone back home thinks I'm having fun here. Everything is perfect and I'm exploring here. But on the other hand, you end up alone, working 7 days a week, doing everything on your own, dealing with seasonal depression and much more while everyone thinks you're happy.
Oh my gosh.
So sad.
Honestly, the life of an immigrant is so hard.
It's so hard.
And I feel like it doesn't matter how long you've been here. It's so hard. The life here is so hard, guys.
Yeah. When she said working 7 days a week, I was like, oh my God. A lot of people sometimes like from back home, they think you are like Ash, you're in a Western country. Y'all, the Ash is back there. It's not here. It's over here. It's like grinding 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You can't turn your mind off.
You can't.
It's consistent.
It's like hustle. Everybody has to work
all the time.
And the only reason you feel like you can even afford anything is because maybe, I'm going to say maybe, like the wage might be a bit fair here.
Yeah.
Okay. Because maybe there's not, of course, there's wage disparities across the globe, but it may not be as bad if you are, for example, having like a service associated job. Okay. But listen, at the end of the day, when you've paid your rent, when you've paid your bills, you're working 7 days a week, 8, 9, 12-hour shifts, and you come home, you have no time to party. Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's say once a month you go out. Every 3 weeks you're going out.
Yeah.
What are you going to share? You're going to share that one night you go out.
Yeah.
And then everybody back home is going to think, oh my God, look, she's having so much fun. Look, she got to go, and look, she's enjoying this meal. And, and in the meantime, you're just like, y'all don't even know how much I have to save to go out for that one night in that month.
Exactly.
I
don't know.
And then the next morning, you got to hustle again. You went out till 3 a.m., 6 a.m., you're up for your shift.
I know. And that's so sad because, like over here, when you are an immigrant, you have to work like the minimum wage jobs. You start at the bottom. And it's just so hard to put yourself in a place where you are comfortable because everything is so expensive here.
Exactly.
Groceries, housing, gas, everything is so expensive.
And then on top of that, this is not even including people who come here as students.
Yeah.
You guys have your own, the international student fees.
Oh my God.
Don't even get me started.
It is out of control.
It is like quadruple what a local domestic student pays. And then on top of that, you have the stress of understanding how the school system works here.
Yeah.
Okay? So you're hustling and bustling, but making it to class on time.
Oh my God.
A regular student, like guys, when I was in my first year at York, I could not understand the bus system. The way I used to get lost, I'm like, where is Kerr Hall? Where is this place? Okay. And where is this room number? How do I meet my and so many times I'd sit in, professor starts talking, for 30 minutes in, it's like, oh man, I'm not even in the right class.
Oh my gosh.
Embarrassingly, you're walking out. I remember one time a prof called me out and he looked at me and he's like, are you first year? I'm like, yeah. He's like, wrong class. I'm like, thanks, bro.
Oh my God.
Walking out of there like, it's crazy. So if I'm having trouble, imagine an international student trying to come here figuring out the system here.
And sometimes it's also like a language barrier too, right?
It's a language barrier.
There's so many things that they have to kind of put in, like you have to think about when you are moving a different country. It's just the struggle is like 20 times harder.
God, it's crazy.
I don't know.
Man, I hope it gets easier. 7 years and you're still feeling this way. Oh my, I'm going to talk about this thing because she mentioned it. Seasonal depression.
Oh my God. It's already started, girl.
It's been starting. It's been like weeks now.
I never actually thought that this was a normal thing. I was like, oh, it only happens to certain people. But now at this age, and maybe it happens more after you have kids.
Maybe.
You're getting older or something and the winters just seem colder than what they normally were. Yeah. Oh my God, the way you go down. But I also think it's because the flu season, the kids getting sick. It's like horrendous.
I swear last year around this time, we had episodes talking about this.
It was so bad. We were so done.
Yep.
Like your kids were sick. My kids were sick. And when your kids get sick, you're sitting at home and you're like, is there a life outside of my home?
No, there isn't.
And then the first day you leave your house, you're like, what is this jacked up list?
You're like, this is what fresh air feels like.
Oh my gosh. Because you're living in this like rut of like throwing up and fever checking and medicine and like honey lemon tea.
Oh my God. Changing sheets and like inhalers and my God.
Vicks.
Everything. All the natural stuff and all the medications. Like it's nuts, man.
It's gloomy. Nobody wants to go out and hang out with their friends.
Oh my God, cleaning their boogies?
Yeah.
Every 2 seconds I'm doing that. I've been cleaning out their boogies since September, y'all.
Lord. But I also feel like when you're younger, you're able to still go out and enjoy, right?
Yeah.
You and if it's just you or if it's you and your siblings or if it's you and your spouse.
Yeah.
When you add kids to the mix, it gets worse. But I also think over here, the cold is so frigid. It's freezing. You don't want to look good because you're like, I just want to be comfy and cozy. Okay. And then you're
Sweats
just like,
all day.
The driving sucks because your car is skidding here, there, everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so scary when you're driving and it's like a flipping blizzard outside. It snows like crazy.
Yeah.
There's just so many negatives.
And there's also there's no like winter fashion.
Yeah.
What, you want me to roll through my Uggs?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's my winter fashion.
Yeah.
I'll try, but I can't. I can't do it. I just, you know what it is? So my mom used to go through like a lot of seasonal depression, right? And she would openly just be like, no, I just don't like it when the weather gets this, that. Yeah.
And I remember growing up, you'd be like, oh, I guess this is like a thing that she's experiencing. I never thought it's something that mostly a lot of people will feel, right?
Yeah. A lot of women too.
And then like in my late 20s, I was like, ooh, and then I got pregnant. And then when I got pregnant, I was like, oh, once the sun goes down, I am not going anywhere. I was like literally hibernating.
Yeah.
And then when I had my first, there were moments. So it comes back to me in like bits and pieces and in waves, right? But there'll be moments in like December, January, end of November, whatever, where I'll play a certain nursery rhyme or a certain song. It'll be dark out and it's only like 5 p.m. dark outside. Okay. The windows are all off. The lights are on. And I'm just sitting there like all of it comes back. The sadness I used to feel, how lonely I was at that time, how I felt like even though I had friends who had kids and we were all going through the same thing, you still feel alone.
You do.
You know? And then I would just sit there like, I guess this is what, and it would be this hamster wheel of like this constant cycle of doing the same thing over and over. Because that's what mat leave is, right? You're doing this exact same thing over and over again. And I would just be so depressed. And then to get them out, snowsuits, put them in the car seat.
That's another anxiety.
Yeah. And then you're always like risking it. Like, oh my God, are they going to get sick? Do I really want to take them out right now?
Yeah, because then when you go out in there, you can't put the snowsuit on in the car seat, right? So then you're like, oh my God, my child is freezing. But then you take them out and then you're like, oh my God, are they going to spit up? Are they going to have a poop explosion? You know? Are they even going to have a changing room where I can feed them? Am I going to just be sitting there like a loner, you know, all day, all night? There's so many things. In the summer, it's so much easier. I even feel like this year that passed, the summer was great.
Amazing.
Kids weren't really sick. It was good. It was smooth sailing. Winter hits, anxiety skyrockets because you're like, oh God, what are they bringing home? What are they bringing home? Hand, foot, and mouth, pink eye, fever, flu, this, that.
You know what else my kids go through? Like severe eczema.
My kids too.
The flare-ups in winter.
Oh,
I didn't have this in the summer. And ever since the fall season has rolled around and September hit,
dry skin.
Oh my God. The way Aveeno needs to sponsor this episode, because all I'm doing is using their like any of their products. It's the only thing that's working. This season, Aveeno's the only thing that's working on my kids right now. I've tried multiple products.
They have this like Aveeno eczema cream tub.
That's what I do.
But it's so thick, but it's great. But then sometimes
it's also so expensive.
It's expensive, but then sometimes you're like, oh my God, like there literally is nothing else that's working.
It's so bad. And like I have to lather them on all day because the eczema flare-ups are crazy.
It's rough. I think it's just the weather,
like dryness.
Right? Yeah.
Even though like my kids, I keep them they're hydrated a lot. They're really into like, but it's just the dryness
doesn't matter. All right, guys. So that's our episode for today. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Make sure you guys are following on Patreon. We always have an extra episode coming out on Monday, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye. Okay, Mom.